Hello everyone and welcome to this workout with Vitality. My name is Jamie and I am part of the coaching team here at Vitality. I hope you're all doing well and I hope you've got around 30 minutes spare today for this session. We're going to be going through a full body workout. We're going to do a little bit of strength work, a little bit of sweat in there, as well as working on the core, lower and upper body. So bring all of your best energy. I will guide you through this one and hopefully we'll have a good time along the way. So the first thing that we always need to do, obviously, is some form of warm up. I'm going to set my stopwatch. I will look after timings. I will guide you through the whole thing. I'll also give you some tips if you want to make some progressions or if you want to make some regressions and make it slightly easier along the way. The most important thing is that you make this workout work for you. So go as hard as you can, as hard as you feel. I'm going to push it a little bit. I feel like it's important that we give it some effort. If we're only going to work for 30 minutes, we try as hard as we possibly can. But like I say, the first thing to do is the warm-up. So the first exercise that I'll always start a warm-up with is a walkout. And that looks something like this. So you start in an upright position, walk your hands down to your feet, gently start to embrace the shoulders, walk your hands out into a high plank position, hold it there for a second, and then really slowly start to walk your hands back to your feet, stand upright, and then we do exactly the same thing again. So the aim here is to keep your legs as straight as possible. You want to feel the stretch in the back of your calves, in your hamstrings, start to feel your chest work, start to engage with your core, and just keep this movement nice and steady, and get moving, get energized, start to feel good about what we've got lined up ahead. I promise you it will be a good one. We're going to do one more of these, a little bit quicker this time. Make sure you start breathing when you're getting lightheaded or anything like that. Final one. And then what we're going to do is we're now going to go into that high plank position. So you need to get back into this high plank. Hands ideally directly underneath the shoulders. You want to keep your back nice and straight, engaging the core, making sure that your hips are level. Then what I'm going to get you to do is to drop your hips down to the floor, look up towards the ceiling, and then roll your shoulders back as far as you can. Hold this position for a second. Then we're then going to push up in through the heels. So you want to arch your hips up into the air. Start to stretch out your heels and your calves. Just walk those out for a second or two. And then we go back into that high plank, drop the hips up towards the ceiling, open up the chest. It should feel pretty good at this point. And then final time, back into that arch position, walk your heels out for a couple of seconds. Nice and gentle either side. High plank, drop the hips, look up. And hopefully you're starting to feel a little bit looser, a little bit like you're ready for a workout. And then if you just stand back up into an upright position, we're just going to do a little bit of jogging on the spot. So you can do this however you like. You can do some standard jogging. You can bring a little bit more energy and do some high knees. You can do some jumping, some hopping, some leaping. I honestly do not care what you do. It's just about getting your heart rate up. Have a little jig if you want to. I think the better rhythm you've got, the more creative you can be. If you're a runner, you might want to do some A-skips. You might want to do some twisting. Just again, some lateral movement. Just get your body moving and get yourself comfortable before today's workout. But we're actually going to be quite controlled today. So we're not actually going to be going flat out the whole time. Although we do have a finisher which will last around 3 minutes. And with that, we're going to do a little bit more of a sweat work session to finish off today. So final thing that we're going to do is just some knee hugs. All I want you to do is stand in an upright position. Bring your knee up to your chest. Squeeze it into your chest. Lower it back down. And swap sides. So with this one, again, make sure that you're staying upright. You don't want to be bringing your chest forward. Make sure that you're bringing your knee into your chest. Make sure you keep balanced. You should feel this in your hips, in your hamstrings, and also maybe your hip flexors as well. So give me a couple more of those. Then I shall talk you through the workout. So the first round is going to be 2 rounds. We'll do 3 exercises. We're doing 35 seconds work, 25 seconds rest. Okay, so there's 6 exercises in total. You'll be doing each of them twice, and that'll be it for the first round. Then we'll move on to the second round, where it's the same format. We'll do 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest. Then the final 3-minute finisher, you go flat out. We're going to do a pyramid, see how high up that pyramid that you can go. So the 3 exercises that we're going to do are squat pauses. So we're going to do a standard squat, hold it for 1 second at the bottom, push back up, and we're just consistently going to go like that. That pause at the bottom is really important. Second exercise that we're going to do is a hand release push-up. So you're in a standard push-up position. Drop yourself to the floor, chest on the floor, hands come up, push yourself back up. Again, I will talk you through progressions and regressions of each of these as we go along. And then the final one is some bicycle kicks, okay? So you're going to be flat on your back. As one leg comes up, Your upper body is going to rotate in line with that. And you're going to swap sides. Again, follow me. I will show you some progressions, some regressions, and some things that you can do along the way. It's really hard to keep talking whilst doing this, but hopefully you're still with me. Follow my guidance, and we're going to start this first round in 3, 2, 1. 35 seconds work. Let's go. So you want to hold it down at the bottom, push yourself back up. The key coaching points for this one is when you get to the bottom, you want to try and make sure that your heels stay flat on the floor. Get your thighs as close to parallel to the ground as possible whilst keeping your hips up and your back straight. Okay, so your chest needs to stay upright, your hips need to stay level. Keep your back straight, heels on the floor. If you find that difficult, just simply don't drop as far down. You can just make sure that you're just going as far as you can to keep your back straight. But again, make sure you're integrating that pause. That'll just make it slightly harder for you. So we've got about 3 more seconds. In 2, in 1, and now we've got 25 seconds rest. So while I'm talking you through this, you keep going, okay? Don't have a rest on my behalf. I will do it as much as I can whilst I can talk you through the movements at the same time. So we want to get in position for the second exercise now, which is those hand release push-ups. So that high plank position, okay? Hands need to be underneath the shoulders. That's the first thing I'll say to you. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So really gently lower yourself down, release the hands, and then you want to push your whole body up together, okay? When you get to the top, you don't want to be in a curved position. You don't want to be dipping your hips. You want to make sure that everything comes up and down at exactly the same time. If you find that difficult, simply drop to your knees. And if you feel like you can't do the hand release part, just again, lower yourself down as far as you can, trying to get your chest as close to the ground as possible. That is 25 seconds done. Give me 10 more seconds. We're controlling these movements, so it's more about time under tension rather than going completely flat out. So in 3, 2, 1, we're going to switch over to the front. Again, bicycle kicks with these ones. You can either do one leg at a time, nice and controlled, or if you find that difficult, simply put your hands on the floor, do one leg at a time. Again, push yourselves as hard as you want to, but we're going to go in 5 seconds. Get prepared. And we're going 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do the advanced version. So you want to rotate the upper body. You're balancing on your lower back, twisting side to side to meet your elbow and your knee at the top. Don't forget to breathe with these ones. Probably the first thing that I forget to do. And just keep it nice and controlled, okay? It's not about speed. It's about working your abs. You should be feeling it in the middle, but also in your obliques at the side as well. About 5 more seconds to go. Keep breathing. Then we are done with this, and we do it all over again, but we go a little harder. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Round 1 is done. Good job. Hopefully you're with me, feeling good. We're going to do exactly the same thing again. I'm going to talk less and do a little bit more. I hope you will do the same thing as well. Grab a drink if you need one. We're actually going to get straight into this. We've got about 5 more seconds. We're going to go for those squats, hand release push-ups, bicycle kicks in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hold that pause. Push straight back up. Make sure you're keeping your form throughout this. Like I say, it's not about doing loads of work. It's about doing good quality work. Working the right muscles with good form. That will help you when you come into your life. Getting up out of a chair, running, sprinting, jogging, cycling, whatever it is you do. These sorts of things will really, really help you. So that's 25 seconds. 10 to go. I'm on it with timings today. Keep pushing. Here we go in 3. Final 1, 2, 1. Relax there. First one done. We're not doing them again for today's session. Next one, we're going to go straight into those hand release push-ups. If last time you did it on your heels or on your knees, see if this time you can start in that high plank position. What I don't want you doing is to push your chest up, then your hips follow. Everything needs to come up at exactly the same time. Most important thing with this one. Here we go in 3. I'm out of breath. 2, 1. Let's go. Drop it down. Hold it for a second. Everything comes up. Power comes from your shoulders through your chest. Make sure you're really squeezing, keeping your elbows tucked in as well, okay? Your elbows don't need to come out wide. You need to really drive through your heels into your palms, pushing yourself up. Keep your core engaged. Squeeze your glutes at the top. We've got 10 more seconds of these. We're going to the final one of this first round, which is our bicycle kicks. All right, keep it going. Here we go in 3, 2. If you can do one more, let's do one more. And relax there. swap over onto your backs. Again, we're going to go a little quicker this time, okay? So I want more rhythm when you're moving. If you've got music on, it's the time to probably turn it up just a little bit, but not too much because we've still got quite a bit to do. We're going to start in 5 seconds. Get prepared in position in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 35 seconds. Keep this movement nice and controlled. 35 seconds of these is not easy. Stick with it. You'll get there. Just keep breathing. That is 15 seconds. That's a slow 15 seconds if you ask me. But keep pushing, keep working. You got this. Next round, we're doing 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest. So we're only going to be pushing more from now. So take this at your own pace. So we go in 3, 2, final 1. There it is. Round 1 is done. We are good. Hopefully you're kind of getting warm now. Used to those movements now, but we're going to move on to the next one. So the next 3 exercises that we're going to do are some reverse lunges, okay? You might be used to a standard forward lunge where you're going to take 1 foot forward. Obviously, I think you can probably figure out we're going to do it on the reverse. So you're going to make sure that your front foot stays flat on the floor, chest, upper body stays upright. Try not to wiggle too much from side to side. Really got to work the core at the same time as this one, using your arms if you can. Second exercise we're going to do is a plank ankle tap. So we're in this high plank position. What you're going to do is you're going to reach back, touch your ankle with your opposite hand, comes to meet the opposite foot. So again, when you're staying in that high plank position, we want to minimize the wiggle of the hips. So you want to try and remain as solid as you can through the hips. You don't want to rotate too much from side to side. The movement comes from arching your hips up into the air. So again, it's all about keeping your core tight, keeping it engaged, but also working your upper body, your chest and your shoulders as well. Final exercise of the 3 is some Russian twists, another core exercise. You might have figured this out. We're doing lower body, upper body, core with this workout. Feet come up in the air. Imagine you've got an item in your hand and all that you're doing is twisting from side to side. Keep it nice and calm. Keep the movement going. Be consistent. If you've got a weight, maybe add that, can of beans, a pillow, whatever it is you like. You go by your strengths. And we will start in, I'm going to give you an extra couple of seconds. We'll start in 10 seconds, 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest, reverse lunges, alternating legs. Okay, so 1 right, 1 left, 5 seconds to go. I need to have a breather. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. There it is. All you're trying to do is get your knees, both knees to 90 degrees, okay? If you can, just tap your back leg on the floor. Knee just touches the floor, and then you can pop back up to the other side. So you should feel this in your quads, but also in your glutes as well. Keeping your core tight, using your arms to make sure that you remain balanced. Maybe focus on a point in front of you. We've already done 25 seconds, 15 to go. Keep this movement strong. You're doing real good, I can tell. I can definitely tell that you're following well. Here we go in 5, in 4, 3, 2, final 1. Good job. Next exercise is going to be those plank plank hand to toe ankle taps, whatever you want to call them. They look like this. High plank position, reaching back, swapping sides. So you should again feel this in your shoulders. Also, you're going to feel it in your core and also your back as well. You need to stay supported. So in 3, 2, 1, we go for it. Now, if you find this too tough, you can simply hold that plank position. Another option is to do some plank shoulder taps. So you're just using your hands to touch your shoulders each time. Again, trying to minimize the rock from right to left. Or if you want to, you can always come onto your knees and do exactly that same thing. Even reach back to your knees. Again, figure out what works for you. But we've got 15 more seconds of this one. I'm going to get into some of these now as well. Keep moving strong. And then the final exercise is going to be those Russian twists. So again, we're working for 40 seconds this time. Only 20 seconds rest. So really make sure you're staying strong. And in 3, 2, final 1. There you go. Job is a good one. Down onto the floor for some of our Russian twists. So with this one, try not to cross your legs. Try and keep them locked in together. And all you're doing is rotating from your spine, trying to just tap the floor on either side, right to left. We're going quick. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Keep this movement strong. Try and move your head at the same time, looking either side. Try and integrate a little bit more movement into that lower back. Again, keeping your core tight as you go from one side to the other. 20 seconds down already. Keep breathing. Stick with me. We can have a little break after this round. This is good. Here we go. In 10. Keep pushing. Nice and controlled. Your feet are acting as a counterweight, so it gets tough. Make sure you try and keep them up off the floor. Drop them down if you need to, and in 3, 2, 1. Done. Round 1 of round 2 is good. Hopefully you're still strong. Hopefully you're enjoying this. A little bit more energy, a little bit more movement. I'm going to do exactly the same round. I'm going to challenge you to just do a little bit more, but not too much more. Again, like stay focused on your movement control. It's all about the time under tension rather than how much you're working. So we'll have a little bit at the end of this session where we work on explosive movements. But for now, it's just about slow, controlled, making sure that you're getting everything moving in the right way, because that will help when we come to the sweaty part later on. So I'm going to give us about 5 seconds, actually 3, 2, 1. We're straight in with those reverse lunges, okay? So a little bit more speed this time. Maybe make your movements a little bit more exaggerated. Use your arms just to propel you backwards and forwards. Keep on pacing forwards. Hips stay level, core tight, shoulders aligned. I'll do it face on so you can kind of see what we're trying to achieve with this one. It's 20 seconds down already, less than 20 to go now. We're going to push it just a little bit more. Keep that rhythm though. Go at your own speed. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. If you're doing it with friends and family, maybe you can get a little bit competitive. But we got 3, 2, final one, add one more in. Legends, good job. Next one, straight down into those plank to toe taps, okay? High plank, reaching back. If you started last time on your knees, can you get into that plank position? If you did the shoulder taps on your knees, can you go in that plank position again? Just trying to progress everything that we do. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. 40 seconds work. Heart rate's going to be coming up now. But just make sure you stick to the patterns of movement that we've said. It's not worth compromising that just to do more work, because you're not going to be working in the right way. Whew, should be getting out of breath. Come on. 20 seconds done. Halfway there. You might feel the stretch in your hamstrings whilst doing this one. You might feel your shoulders starting to switch on and burn. Good. That's exactly what I'm after. Keep pushing. Come on. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, final 1. Job is a good one. Nice. 2 rounds done. Fist bump. Respect. Good job. We're going to do one more round of 2 exercises. Then we're going to do a final finisher. So grab a drink, have a rest, do whatever it is you need to do. Have a sit down if you really want. Try and keep moving about as much as you can though. The 3 exercises that we're going to go for this one. We're going to do a lower body movement again as always to start. So when you're on your backs, we're going to do some glute bridges. So with this one, heels stay flat on the floor. Feet come tucked into your bottom as high as you can. Lift your hips up, squeeze at the top, lower them back down gently, tap the floor, push yourself back up. We're going to move like that for 40 seconds. Second exercise that we're going to do some standard push-ups this time, okay? So hands come out, shoulder width apart. We're working on that pushing motion again. If you can, in that high plank, lower yourself down, get to the floor, push yourself back up. Regression on this, get onto your knees if you need to, or even if you wanted to, you can use a wall or something like that. I'm not going to do it because you can't see me, but basically use a wall, same press up motion. Final exercise that we're going to do is we're going to do a core one. For this one, I want you to be flat on your backs again, legs come up in the air, and all I want you to do is pulse and try and touch your ankles, okay? So the 3 movements we've gone through. Hopefully you're with me. We're doing the glute bridge, we're doing the press-ups, and we're doing the ankle taps as well, okay? 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest. We're going to go in 10 seconds. Take a deep breath. Do this with me. I need your energy as well. Starting in 5, get in position. Heels come tucked in, okay? In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Hands just by your side. Really gently though with this one. You want to be making sure that you're controlling the movement. Squeeze at the top. Engage the core. Gently back down. Touch the floor. And straight back up. 15 seconds done. I thought it was more than that, but stick with it. Keep breathing. And just go through. Keep focused on what we've got to do. This is good. Here we go. 30 seconds down, 10 to go. Then we're straight back over into that pressing position. Okay, so we're doing a push and pull kind of motion with this workout. Lower body, upper body, core, and in 3, 2, 1, you got to move quick. We haven't got long, so straight into a high plank. Again, if you can start on your feet, then drop to your knees, use the wall, whatever it is you need to do. Go at your own pace. 40 seconds of press-ups is no joke, so I'm going to really pace this. I would recommend probably doing the same. So in 3, 2, 1, get in position, let's go. Again, think about tucking your elbows in, okay? It's not about how many repetitions you do, not for this session, not for this part. We're just trying to control everything. When you come to doing these for time or for number of reps later on, doing this work now will only help. We are 20 seconds in, 20 seconds to go. Stay strong with this again. Try not to dip your hips. Try not to push your chest up first. Stay in that rigid plank position. Everything comes up and down at exactly the same time. Here we go. In 3, final. Yes. And then the final move for this round is going to be those toe taps. So again, 90-degree angle, staying lower back stays on the floor. Just want you to pulse, to bring your shoulders up off the floor and tap your feet. We've got 5 more seconds rest. Deep breath. This is round 1 of 2. Let's do it. 40 seconds, we're going. Again, control it, okay? It's not about lifting yourself up and falling back down. You want to be under tension for as much time as you are on the way up as you are on the way down. Maybe even squeeze at the top. You should feel a little quiver when you get there. Shows that you're really engaging those core muscles. Keep concentrated on the movement. We're over 25 seconds in already. Smashing it. Stay with me. Stay strong. Here we go. Final 10 seconds. Keep this movement nice and controlled. We'll have a little break in between. We'll do this all over again, but you should know the movements even better by now. And in 3, 2, final 1. Hold it for a second. Love it. Good job. Very good job. First round of the 3rd round done. We'll do 1 more, then we got the finisher. I'll do a little bit of stretching with you, and then you can leave like a legend and hopefully feel energized and feel good for your work today. So grab a drink, grab a session, grab a towel if you need to have a little wipe down wherever you are. Hopefully you're enjoying this. We've got 10 more seconds to go. We're starting back on the floor with those glute bridges, okay? So this time I'm going to add a progression. If you want, you can do a glute bridge march. So one leg comes up at a time, hips stay level rather than doing 2 at the same time. And in 3, 2, 1, you choose, okay? So you've got this version. You're probably not looking at the stream, but you can have both feet on the floor at the same time, or you can start to drive one knee up in the air, one leg stays flat on the floor. Again, make sure your hips stay level with this movement, okay? Try not to rock from side to side, so you've got to keep your core engaged. You've got to stay focused on making sure that the power is driving through the leg on the floor. You'll feel this in your hamstrings and in your glutes. We've got about 15 more seconds to go. Starting to prepare for those press-ups next, but hopefully you're well rested. We are working different parts of the body. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, final 1. Take a second. Onto your front. Press-ups 40 seconds. That is tough, okay? Make sure that you stay strong with it. Use whatever variation you need to, but try and push yourself a little bit more than you did last time. So in 3, 2, 1, 40 seconds. Last time we'll do these for today. I've lied to you. It's not, but you'll love it by the end, so it's fine. Keep pushing. Keep going. The finisher is all against you and the clock. You just work as hard as you can. We are already nearly 20 seconds in, halfway there. Keep pushing. If you need to change to your knees, to a wall, go for that. Have a little break. Shake it out. 10 more seconds to go. Come on. Keep working. This is good. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, final 1. Give me 1 more. There you go. 40 seconds, 2 rounds done. We are 20 minutes into this workout. You're still good. Hopefully you're still with me. Grab a drink. Enjoy the work that you're doing. We're going to finish off with a finisher. That sounds stupid, but we're going to do 3 exercises. And what you're going to do is a pyramid, okay? So you're going to start off by doing 2 repetitions of each of the 3 exercises. Once you've done that, you do 4 of each. Guess next. 6, 8, 10, 12. Who knows where we'll get to? We're going to do about 3 to 4 minutes worth of work with this. See how high you can go, okay? Again, I will go at a pace. Don't follow it. Go at your own pace. Think about the quality of the movement. Think about getting those movements right, feeling the right muscles working. It doesn't matter how high up the pyramid you get. We're going to do it in steps of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15. 15. That is the worst maths in the world. 14 is definitely what we're after. So the 3 exercises that we're going to do, first up is a burpee. If you've never done a burpee before, it looks like this. Hands go flat on the floor. Kick your legs out. Now you can stay in this position, jump your legs back in, stand up straight. That's one version. Second version, kick your legs out, add in a press up, kick your legs back in, stand up. That's the second version. The third version, if you're properly advanced and want to go for it, legs out, press up, back in, jump up into the air, drop down, do exactly the same thing. 3 versions, tough exercise, but I think you'll enjoy it. Second exercise that we're going to do is those push-ups again. I know we're working the push-ups a lot today, but we're doing it in 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It's not too many at once until we start getting into those 6, 8, 10, 12s. Again, a press-up just for your reference. I know we should be probably getting it right now. You've got that version, full version on your knees or on the walls. Then the final thing that we're going to do is just some standard sit-ups. I'm going to get you to change the angle of your feet. So your sole comes together, you're going to drop back, and you can use your arms for momentum with this one, okay? I just want you to make sure that we're getting moving in the right way. So, burpee, push-up, sit-ups, 2, 4, 6, 8. My maths lets me down, but I'm going to set a timer. 3 or 4 minutes. We're doing 4 minutes, okay? 4 minutes work, then we are done. So, I think you'll enjoy it. We're going to start in about 3 seconds. In 2, in 1. Let's go. Burpees, 2 of them. Drop down. I'm going to do a full burpee. Stand up into a jump, okay? 2 of these. Control the movement. Take it easy. Second exercise. We're going in with the press-ups. Again, prepare yourself properly. Down for 1. Into 2. Nice. Third exercise. Again, go at your own pace. Don't need to follow me, but make sure that you're just working to your level. Feet come together. We're doing 2 sit-ups. Stay with it. There's your first round done. Now we're doing the 4 burpees. This is where I regret doing the full ones, but again, go at your own pace. Add in the jump if you can. Take whatever version you need. 4 burpees. This is already kind of tough, I'll be honest with you. But keep moving. This is the final piece of work that we're going to do for today. Stick with it, work hard. You'll probably start to sweat a little bit. No bad thing. So, next up, press-ups. 1, 2, 3. Nice. 4. Straight over into heels come together. Soles of your feet together. 4 sit-ups. I would suggest using this one as a kind of rest, but you probably won't. Final one. And there you go. Round 2 is already done. We're already over a minute in. Take a second if you need to. 6 burpees, press-ups, sit-ups. Let's go. Bring the energy still. Stick with it. I've got you on the timings. You just get those movements looking good. That's 2 already. 3. Halfway there. Wherever you are. How high can you go? It is a bit of a challenge. As if you don't love a challenge, though. Keep working. 2 more for me of these. I'm into those press-ups. Here we go, final one. Big jump to finish. Take a second. You're going to need it. 6 press-ups. Time is ticking, okay? We haven't got too much more to go. Go whatever speed or variation you need. That's 4. Lost count already. 6, nice. Final one. Heels come together. Back into these sit-ups. Use them if you need to as a rest, but keep the movement strong. Use your arms for momentum. That's 3, 4. We are over 2.5 minutes now. Can I do it? 8 in, final one. Let's go. I'm going to give it one more go. 8 of each. Burpees to start. All the way down to the floor. I really regret doing that, but team game. Stick with it. 2 there. Into 3. Keep pushing. Whatever you can do is all we're asking. Don't worry about what I do or anyone else. If you do this workout again, note down where you got down to. 2 more of these. 6 there. Come on. Keep pushing. Time's ticking, about 30 seconds to go. Keep working, keep moving. There's 8 push-ups. Can I get it done? 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Final one. There you go. 10 seconds. Push hard now. It's the last bit that counts the most. 2, 3, 5 seconds. 4, 5, 1 second. I haven't done it, but I'm going to finish anyway. 7, final one, whatever you're doing. 8, that is me done. Good job. Very strong finish there. Tough one. Hopefully you can see how the workout's built in intensity, left you with a little bit of energy. Hope you're feeling good. Grab a drink, grab a towel, have a seat. That is us done for today's workout. I'm going to lead you for a really, really gentle cool down, relax, stretch it off, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Send a like to us, send us a comment, subscribe to the page, whatever it is you want to do, share far and wide. We appreciate you joining these sessions. But for now, just a couple of really deep breaths to get you loosened off again. And then I'm going to talk you through 4 really, really simple stretches that will hopefully keep you feeling good and injury-free. So deep breath in, hold it there for a second, and then really gradually exhale. First one that we're going to do, shoulder just comes across the body. We've done a lot of pushing today. So what I'm going to get you to do is put one arm across your body, use the opposite arm, squeeze that elbow into your shoulder, just past your chest. Hold there for 30 seconds. Deep breaths whilst we're doing this. Hopefully it's giving you a boost wherever you are, whatever you're doing. 30 minutes is all you need. 26 and a half for us right there. Swap sides, exactly the same thing. You just want to be pushing the pressure so that you feel tension. You shouldn't feel any pain though whilst you're doing this, okay? So hold that there for another 10 seconds. And then that's kind of worked the shoulders a little bit. Now we're going to move on to the chest. So go stand yourselves next to the wall, parallel with the wall. I am now blending in with the wall. But all you want to do is take a step away from the wall. Hand goes back to shoulder height. And then all I want you to do is keep your feet parallel to the wall whilst rotating your upper body in the opposite direction, okay? So wherever you're facing, just really twist out, gently feel that chest and shoulder stretch. If you feel like your arm is taking a lot of the stretch, that's fine, but what you can do is either lift your arm up slightly higher, and you should feel it in your chest more, move it slightly lower, you'll feel it in the shoulder or maybe your bottom part of your chest. And if you want to move the arm part of it completely, bend your arm at 90 degrees, and you should feel that really intensely in the shoulder joint. Swap sides, exactly the same thing. Again, figure out if there's one side tighter than the other. Have a think about why that might be. It doesn't mean that you do more stretching on one side than the other, but it does mean that you should maybe just be aware of it because you're likely to be at a greater risk of injury who you do have those imbalances. So keep breathing through these. Nice and gentle, nice and controlled. We're now going to move into the lower body. So with this one, all I want you to do is to get down onto the floor into that 90-90 position, okay? So front foot stays flat, back foot is you're on your toes, and then all I want you to do, we're going to work through the hip flexors here. So we've done a lot of squatting and lunging today. All I want you to do is to keep your hips level, but push your front knee as far as you can over your front toe, okay? You should feel the stretch at the top of your back leg. So again, what you're not doing is tilting your hips or pushing your chest back. Your core should stay level. You're just driving that front knee over your front toe. Swap sides. We do exactly the same thing. That was good. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you're enjoying the stretch even more so. It's really worthwhile spending a little bit of time doing some stretching though, because this is the sort of thing that will keep you going into the next session, keep you injury free. And consistency is the most important thing, I would say, with your exercising. Final thing that we're going to do today is just some hamstring stretches. So a really super simple one you've probably done before. But again, it will keep you going, keep you moving. So put your feet together, take one foot slightly in front of the other. Back leg, you can bend just a little bit. All I want you to do is keep the front leg straight, lift your front toe up in the air just a little bit, and then tilt your hips forward. So what you're doing is hinging from the hip. What you're not doing, though, is rotating your upper body, okay? So hips stay level, stay forward, and you should start to feel that stretch at the back part of the top of your leg. If you feel like your calf is working too much, just put your foot flat on the floor, and you should feel that stretch working into your hamstring. Once you've done that for about 30 seconds, take the other side, exactly the same thing again. Your back leg isn't stretching at all. It's all about that front leg again. If you want to lift your toe up in the air, go for that. Take some deep breaths. Enjoy the fact that you've done your workout for today. If you enjoyed it, share it with others. Maybe get some friends involved, whatever it is that you like to do. But thank you so much for joining us today. My name's been Jamie. I hope you've enjoyed our session. Please do subscribe to the channel. Join us again for some more workouts. And in the meantime, stay fit, stay healthy, and enjoy the rest of your day.